It all started in 2016 when Gatwick Airport asked a simple question. We already help passengers who have a visible disability through our airport. But how do we recognize and help those who have a hidden disability? The airport wanted a design which was visible to their staff from a distance, but also discreet enough for people with a hidden disability to be comfortable to use it. The solution is the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower. Originally designed as a green lanyard with bright yellow sunflowers, bright enough to be seen, but discreet as intended, and with a design which suggests happiness, positivity, and strength. People now choose to wear it when they're traveling, shopping, waiting in line, or anywhere where they feel the need for support. All it does is highlight that the person wearing it has a hidden disability and may need additional help, understanding, or even just a little more time. Staff, health professionals, and colleagues in participating businesses and organizations are trained to offer help to wearers. And wearers are benefiting from an increased awareness of the daily challenges they face as the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower is becoming more widely known across the globe. The Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Program, making the invisible visible.
Job of describing exactly what the program is about. So it started about 5 years ago in the UK, and over the past 5 years, it has since gone to 18 countries, and here in the US, we're now in 30 airports. What we found from the UK's experience is it started with travel, and it started in airports, and then it went to transportation. And then from transportation, it went into hotels, in museums. And then from travel, it went into everyday life. So you see it now when you're shopping. You can see it in education and universities over in the UK. I don't know if you have my presentation. Is there something I need to do to share it other than plug in? Oh, so here's all the 18 countries that we're currently in. We started in the US in October of last year. And as you all know, it's been a really challenging year. But even throughout the year, we've been able to get into all of these different airports in the US. We also are in two different, we've contacted and gotten in touch with two different DMOs, Mesa being one of them, who has adopted the Sunflower. And we just recently have partnered with Visit Misiela in California, and they have also recognized the Sunflower program. So a couple things about the Sunflower. It is optional, obviously. They're all wearable products. I brought some here with me today, but the products can be taken on and off, and it just indicates that the person has a non-visible disability. Businesses purchase the products and then they give them away at no cost to whoever may want them. So they don't ask you to sign up, to register, to disclose what your disability is, but they do in fact have them available for whoever might want to have them. And as the UK has grown, and even in the US now, we've started to develop sunflower stories and sunflower podcasts. So we talk to people who are using them, and we talk to businesses who support them. And we found out, does it increase your foot traffic? Is it helping? Is it working? And it absolutely is. I have a little video here from people who actually are wearers and little clips from these stories. Not on mine. So I know you couldn't hear it, but hopefully you could just read it as it went. And what it does is it gives people an indication that someone does have a disability that's non-visible, and that they might need a little bit extra time or help. And that's all it is. It's a symbol, but it really is making a difference to a lot of people. So this symbol is a green background with a bright yellow sunflower. We've got a number of different products. A lot of the airports have been purchasing the lanyards and a wristband. I always suggest one other thing other than the lanyard for those who don't like things around their neck. Some of the airports and other locations tend to, they would like to customize them. So even if somebody customizes it, like the Philadelphia airport, you can bring it anywhere, because the the opportunity here is to have an end-to-end experience for someone. So you get on a plane in the UK, you come and you visit Philly, you can then go, to a hotel, and the same lanyard can be recognized throughout the whole experience. In addition to the sunflower lanyard, green background, yellow flower, we started an I support the sunflower version. We found that a lot of people wanted to support the sunflower, but there was no way to show it visibly. So we came out with this. There are lanyards, which I have one here, and there's also pins. If you are at one of these locations in the US that does provide these at no cost, you might find the lanyard or the bracelet, but you might want to get another product. Perhaps you want to get a pin. There's a sunflower store. So you can go online and you can order one that you don't see. If you're not near any of the locations that have them, you can still go to this store. This store also has all the sunflower stories and information about the lanyard. It is a great website for general information about it. I wanted to show you quickly that it's not expensive to get started. This general starter kit here, which contains quite a lot of products for a smaller venue, it's under $100. So that is the sunflower program. And I invite everybody to join, especially the DMOs. I think this makes a big difference in travel. Now that we're getting the airports on board, next step, is looking at these visitor locations. And Mesa, thank you for being the first one, Allison. Appreciate it, because I really think you're setting the bar in all things, not just sunflower, but to be. Oh, that's great. So nice to hear.
So, so we had a question from a virtual attendee. Is the sunflower only for airports well, you kind of answered that. Just will this program expand?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the raising awareness stage right now. So we have 30 airports. And as I was traveling to Tampa, I looked on my map and in my records, and I do not have Tampa Airport. So we are still trying to get the word out there. Like I said, I just started in October. I'm probably 10 months into this. So we're still very much in the creating awareness stage. But if we model the way that the UK has come along, it started with airports and then transportation and then the tourism industry, and then it goes into everyday life. So you'll find a tremendous amount of schools and universities. I think there are over 400 in the UK. Believe it or not, they have that many. So it's there now, and it's very popular. So we're going to continue to try to push the message and get it out to as many people as we can.
It's an educational job, is what it
Yes,
is, right?
yes,
So
it
just,
really is.
okay. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for coming.
Sure.
So just so then we move to Daniel Krause with Threshold 360. Daniel?
Thank you, Jake, and thank you everybody at TravelAbility. It's wonderful and frankly quite humbling to be here. So thank you everybody for your time. I wanted to start out just with a quick anecdote. My father passed away from complications related to dementia about a decade ago. And in the final year of his life, my mom and I took him to all sorts of places because he loved to camp. We took him to campgrounds and museums and hotels. We traveled with him. And in the years that followed that, I realized that one of the hardest parts of that for us was not really understanding where we were going, what it looked like, what the space was like, because of course we really didn't have much control over his state. It would have been very helpful to us to understand, what the state was of the locations kind of around us. Oh, thank you. Just HDMI. I should have thought of that. Sorry about that. Are we? Hopefully that'll come through. And so if we fast forward to today, this is one of the problems that we can really solve with Threshold 360. We can pull up the PowerPoint. Hopefully. No. Yes. Let's see here. This one more try, and then I'll just talk it. Here we go. So most fundamentally, the challenge that we address is the fact that the disability community really doesn't have digital tools to really understand physical spaces. And there's a bunch of imagery, there's linear videos, and I'm sure everybody here has spent a lot of time looking at hotel pictures and trying to define what that hotel is like, but it really doesn't give you a spatial sense, how far apart are the tables, is how accessible is the lobby, things like that. And so what that means is it's and I think the folks from Good Maps touched on this earlier today as well. It's very hard to identify the best locations to actually go to. This is really a problem that we address very directly. We fundamentally tell the story of a location. We make the location discoverable, and we provide all of the important details. We don't cover every single inch of a hotel or every single inch of a park. We cover the parts that are most important. And the goal of that is to help the visitor to understand whether or not they want to go and enable the choice as to which threshold they want to cross and which places they want to go to. And so for most locations, we have something like this virtual tour that you see here on the left, which is kind of a story. We probably have 15 or 20 different stories for a given location, for a hotel, for a park, or for a restaurant. And so this really helps the visitor make a choice as to where they actually want to go. So Threshold's been around for about 7 years. We were founded in 2014, and we've grown. We started with destinations and DMOs. In fact, Visit Tampa Bay was one of our first customers. We're very, very grateful to them through the years for their support. And we've grown from there to many other marketplaces, to hotels and resorts, now to event centers. And we have, at this point, over 100,000 locations captured across North America that we can actually use for this kind of purpose. We have a couple hundred customers. And so really where we've put the focus is not so much just on the technology, but on capturing the right things to tell the story of the place. And we find that's really the important part of it. The impact that this has, I mean, of course, for locations, this helps them because it helps them actually drive conversions. It helps them book visitors. But especially in the context of this forum, the most important thing for us is that this increases visitor confidence. It really helps people understand, yes, I'm confident this is a place where I actually want to go. Even for someone who's not part of the disability community, that saves probably a lot of hours staring at images trying to figure out which place is the best bed or the nicest view. But it's also about delivering a personalized experience. The other nice thing, one of the biggest challenges that we've learned that the DMOs have through the years is really dealing with all the different kinds of content that they get. There's pictures of different resolutions and there's all sorts of stuff. So one of the things that Threshold also brings is a really linear view of an entire hotel or of an entire destination. I think our largest destination partner has, I think, 1,800 locations that we've captured because we're able to reduce the cost per location so far. So not only do we provide a great experience, it's really great and interactive and tells a story, but it's also inexpensive enough that we really can get the vast coverage that you need to make this kind of solution relevant. So the way that this works is that we have a network of about 120 photographers across North America that we actually send on site. When someone signs onto our platform, we actually send photographers out within a couple of days, and they capture that, oriented specifically to the part of the location that's really important for the location. We upload those, and on our back end, we actually create the virtual tours. And those are then provided through our online dashboard, which can then be taken and published. And this to us is really one of the most exciting things, is you can publish these across all the different channels. So we can really deliver this interactive location and all the more important parts of it to, not just onto websites and things like that, but onto blogs, onto social media. onto, via email and a lot of different places. So the same sort of in-depth experience you can get pretty much anywhere. The same discovery you can do pretty much on any device or on any platform. And that's really what sets us apart. Not only can we cover a lot of places, not only do we cover things in absolute depth, including accessible rooms, but we can also put those pretty much anywhere that a DMO or a location would like us to. We're also able to push these now through advertisements, which is, we launched this a couple of months ago. We're now actually able to also deliver virtual tours directly through display ads and advertorials, which means to us, it's just another great point of access for people to understand what locations are actually like, and tell right up front if they, if this is the sort of place that they would want to visit, and what the features of accessibility may actually be. And so, in the context of the disability community, for us, we think this is a very, very powerful planning platform. What we do for our partners is really, we make it super easy to capture locations. Again, we get all the major parts of it. We explicitly invite people to schedule accessible room capture. They can either pre-schedule that or just schedule it when our creator arrives to capture. We also have a library of over 18,000 high quality premium locations, full deep hotels that are now available. Thanks to Jake, we now have several hundred of these available, I believe, this week on the TravelAbility website. So very excited about that. And then the other side of this is the ability to customize this delivery for different platforms. So the way that we deliver these is through our own viewer, which of course can go on all these different other platforms and things, but we've really worked to maximize the ADA compliance of that. It's highly customizable. We fully support screen readers. Fully keyboard compliant, so you don't have to use a mouse. It's really customizable. We'll also be adding audio later this year to kind of enhance that even further. So that's really what we're doing at Threshold. And for me, what this boils down to is this really comes back to our mission, which is to deliver the ability to digitally step inside for pretty much for everyone anywhere. And just one thing to add to this is, of course, we're taking the first steps with TravelAbility and that site. But if in this room and in this forum, if there are other platforms that you feel this kind of experience would be useful on, please let us know, because we would love to find ways to work with you and them to bring this experience forward.
Okay, great. So thank you. And it's going to be terrific to have these sort of videos available on the landing page project. So we have now 50 landing pages on TravelAbility, and those landing pages contain basically aggregated accessible content per destination. And now we'll be able to offer Threshold 360, which will be videos that will eventually have accessibility options and features. And so people will be able to use that. And we're going to probably push that part, the landing page project, out to influencers and bloggers. And so anyway, so next we have Becky Large from Champion Autism Network, CAN. And Becky was going to be here in person, but she happened to be exposed to somebody with COVID. So she's coming in virtually. So Becky, go ahead.
Well, hi, everybody. As Jake said, I'm Becky Large, creator and executive director of the Champion Autism Network, or CAN. And thank you so much for sticking it out and coming. It's been a long day for everybody, I know. And I'm going to ask you to participate in an exercise with me. And everyone, yes, including you on Zoom, please follow the instructions in this 40-second video. Okay, I'll really give it a try.
Clap in time to the music.
Follow the dots with your eyes.
Say the alphabet. Follow the dots with your eyes. What color do you see on screen?
Keep clapping.
Keep clapping. Stay in time.
Start from M in the alphabet.
Stay in time. Don't slow down.
What color is on screen?
Keep clapping. Stay in time. Don't slow down. Follow the dots with your eyes. Follow the dots with your eyes.
Start over on the alphabet.
Faster.
Faster.
Faster. Keep clapping. Stay in time. Don't slow down.
Wow, I'm glad that's over. How are you doing? Is anybody feeling a little anxious? I know along around second 28, that I'm pretty much ready to crawl out of my skin. So welcome to the world of millions of people living with autism. Now I have a couple of questions, and I asked those there in Tampa with Jake and Laura to raise your hand if you don't like these things. And you folks attending via Zoom, Katie's going to issue a poll with these questions. There's 3 questions, so please take the poll. And remember, those in Tampa, only raise your hand if you don't like these things. Who doesn't like to go out to eat? Who doesn't like to go to the movies? Who doesn't like to go on vacation? So the poll's been issued. Jake and Laura, is there anybody who has their hands raised? No? Okay. And Katie, what were the poll results?
There's still a few people voting, so let's give it a few more seconds, and then I will end the poll and post it.
Okay. So now if you were asking me these questions, my hand would be raised the entire time. And not because I don't like doing these things and going to these places, but because of the sensory overwhelm my son with autism experienced when we try them. And that sensory overwhelm led to meltdowns. Generally speaking, everybody likes to go on vacation, the movies, and out to eat for the poll results. Yay. Meltdowns in public led to judgment, anxiety, and worry for everyone in my family. So like millions of other families and people living with autism, we seldom went out to eat. We never went to the movies, rarely went on vacation, and even worse, we didn't attend family or social gatherings. And our world shrank until we were sitting in the living room, basically staring at each other. And Ken and I are working to change that. We strive to educate the public and businesses about autism and curate sensory-friendly environments so the person with autism and their family can confidently come out and play and have a traditional family experience modified for the person with autism. We educate and empower communities, businesses, and organizations to promote understanding around autism and by creating supportive and judgment-free experiences for people living with autism. We do this through the CAN card program, a unique way for families to identify themselves in a dignified manner to trained, autism-aware, and participating businesses. The club currently has over 2,000 families from 46 states and 4 countries, and that number grows weekly. We are constantly striving to learn more about our families and their autistic members to come up with new supports and programs. We're launching our affiliate program to get more businesses involved in the markets we have entered without the burden of franchises. Our core values are empowerment, acceptance, playfulness, and love. We empower businesses and their employees to be autism aware and accepting to support our loyal and growing network of families. This in turn empowers our families to confidently leave the house. The surveys and data we have collected over the past 8 years is consistent with what Laurel shared earlier. Our families want to go to a restaurant, a movie, shopping, an area attraction, or on a vacation. To empower businesses, their employees, and ultimately our families, we developed an industry-specific autism awareness modules that are affordable, easily accessible, and engaging. An autism parent and advocate, as an autism advocate and parent, I've learned a lot over the past 18 years. With my son in 8 years starting CAN. Our program has been developed by ABA service providers, years of personal and professional experience, and continuing education from our network of thought leaders, advocates, and families. We currently offer modules for resorts and hotels, restaurants, retail, and general autism awareness, all offered in English and Spanish. There are 3 levels of commitment: autism accepting, autism supportive, and autism champion. And each level offers benefits to the participating business, increasing with the level of engagement. ChampionAutismNetwork.com lists the enrolled businesses, their level of engagement, contact information, a discount or service to the club member families, and a link to their online property. Thanks to our partnership with Blue Green Vacations and their commitment to having all their resorts autism champions, CAN now has offerings all over the country. Using the Grand Strand, Surfside Beach, and Myrtle Beach as our proving grounds, we can develop corporate and business relationships, create sensory-friendly event standard operating procedures, and enhance our programs and services. So why is this important? First of all, as Jake said earlier, people don't know, and it is our responsibility to tell them. And building strong, inclusive communities through education and awareness partnering with our own DMO, the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce, that provides access to member businesses and promotion of our program. To businesses, it increases business and tourism, especially in the shoulder months, and provides economic opportunity for the community and its residents. As you may know, our population craves routine. If they come and enjoy a vacation or an experience at your business, they will come back and they'll tell their friends. However, there is a flip side to this. If they patron a business and an episode or meltdown occurs, and the staff is not aware or equipped with the very simple steps and nominal investment it takes to support our families, they will tell their friends and share widely on social media. Today, it's not a question of if this will happen, but when. As a business owner and leader in the community, you have to ask, what will the cost be to my business if and when this happens versus being prepared and aware? It does create the opportunity for enhanced customer service and compelling opportunities for the hospitality industry. Other benefits of participation are it promotes confidence in your staff, addresses potential safety issues, provides access to a loyal and growing population who might otherwise opt out. It's proactive and the right thing to do, promotes your business and brand, great PR, builds community, and it helps businesses meet their inclusivity goals. But don't take it from me. Listen to these professionals, partners, and a parent.
Hi, I'm Karen Beard with the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber and CVB. I want to share with you our partnership with Champion Autism Network, known as CAN. Our partnership with CAN has been strong for several years now and has truly been beneficial to our destination, starting with Surfside Beach and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The CAN Card Club program has put our communities on the map when it comes to autism-friendly travel destinations. Businesses in the program receive increased business to a new market segment, as well as great publicity and a positive brand reputation. CAN also participates in the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council, helping us improve our overall efforts to be a more inclusive community.
And Ada Grisma, Senior Vice President of Resort Operations at Blue Green Vacation, states, we are pleased to work with Champion Autism Network to bring this training and awareness to our teams across Blue Green Resorts. Having completed the CAN certification process, all Blue Green managed resorts are CAN certified, and our associates are better equipped with the knowledge and sensitivity required to serve our families with special needs. This helps us to ensure that all of our owners and guests are able to have a remarkable vacation when staying at a Blue Green resort. And now we hear from Mom Monica.
CAN's mission means to me that we're able to get out as a family and do things that typical families can do. We look at other families getting to do wonderful outings with their children, and we're stuck in the house because our child can't handle that or what, out in the normal day. So businesses being sensory friendly means we can get out of our house with our kids and they can experience the things that children can.
So I hope that you would consider this call to action.
I need your help. I need your help. I need your help. We need your help.
And how can you help?
How can you help?
How can you help?
Champion Autism Network helps establish a culture that supports those with autism and builds loyalty to your brand.
Come play with us. Come play with us. Come play with us. Come play with us. Come play with us.
Come play with us.
I need your
I do hope you come play with us, whether to connect and learn more, partner, or enroll in our CAN card program. And as a special offer for those attending the session, scan the QR code and text your name and email address to be entered to win a 1-year autism supportive membership. The winner will be notified later today via email and text and announced on the Champion Autism Network Facebook page. And don't forget to like us. Thank you so much for your time and the opportunity to be of service. Please stay connected, share CAN widely, and do not hesitate to refer us to anyone in need.
So thank you very much, Becky. So so can you go over the price points on those 3 different options for training?
Yes. So the first level is for more service organizations that maybe don't have direct interaction but want to support our families with some sort of discount or offer, and that's $97 for the year. The supportive level is $297 per year, includes the listing and the access to the selected online training module. And then with the industry specific, and then the champion level includes a walkthrough and a safety plan development, just kind of address any kind of, if there was an episode or elopement to occur, and that is $597 for the year.
Those are eminently affordable for sure. So just
That's the goal.
yeah. So thank you very much, Becky. I'm sorry you couldn't be here in person. We should.
Oh my gosh, me too. I just want to love all and everybody.
So
But thank you for the opportunity. Really appreciate it.